am super excited. We have some brand new Bestie bears at Sherri Baldy's Etsy shop, and I'm sure she's going to be having it at Scrapbook Stamp Society also. I'll have the links below. And as you can see, this little real cute one is Steampunk. She didn't just do Steampunk, but this is the one that I'm doing for my project. And I'm going to be showing you how to do a gatefold card. I know that there's a lot on YouTube, but I have promised a friend on My Bestie Designs on Facebook how to make the gatefold cards that I have made. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with some supplies. And like I said, I am using this really super cute My Bestie's bear called, and I think the number on it is, it's a scan number, and it's number 6. But if you type in Steampunk, I'm sure it'll pop up for you in the search in Etsy. So let's get started. First of all, you are going to need a card base. And I just went ahead, this is just craft paper, a little bit stiff, and this is the full 12 inches by 5.5 inches. But what I do, because I want to allow for some bulk, is I go ahead and score that twice. So actually what I do is I put it on the number 3, so the number 3 is right in the center. And then on each side of the number 3, I score it, and I believe that is 1/8 of an inch on each side. So when I'm in my scoreboard, that's what I do. I score on each side. This would be like the number 3, and 1/8 of an inch to the right, 1/8 of an inch to the left, and I score that. And I do the same thing on the other side, 3 inches, and then score it. That allows me for a little bit of bulk that I want to put inside of my gatefold card. I will probably raise up the center. So some of the other things that I'm going to be using, another new thing that Sherri has made this year is she has made paper pads, or actually they're paper sheets, and you get them in a pack. And I am using, I think, 2 different ones. I'd have to go back and check, but no matter what, I will have that listed for you in the description box. This one comes in a 6x6, and this is from Vintage Romance. I know that for sure. These two, there are 2 different ones, I'm pretty sure, but they're both bird related. And this one I believe is the green bird one, even though this is an aqua. This is a green bird one, and then this is another bird one. And these, as you can tell, are a little bit bigger than the other ones. These are 6x6, these are 8x8. So let's, I'm going to show you the dies that I'm going to be using. These right here are from Memory Box, and obviously being Steampunk, they're perfect. This is going to be part of the gatefold, and this is going to be some of the decorations. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right at the moment, but I just went ahead and pulled all the ones that I possibly could be using. A key, I'm not really sure if this is doohickey, but there's a good chance that's a doohickey die. This is a Joycraft Nor die, and I am thinking I'm going to do that as a window inside of the card. And then of course Cherry Lynn has a really cool looking clock watch. So those are the ones I'm planning on doing, and I think that you will have, I think this will be pretty fun. So I'll show you the steps as I get going. Okay, so step 2, I matted the inside of the card and into the sections, and I also matted the outside flaps. So that's what I've done so far. The next thing I'm going to work on with you is the inside. I'm going to try to do it as I am taping, and this is Sherri Baldy's paper. And what I did was I cut that so that I could mat that right here in the center. Let's see if you can see that better. So I have a little bit of a mat, and as you can see, I cut a window out of the inside. My original intention was I was going to raise this window up, but I decided to reverse it. And so anyway, that's this. Save the piece that came out of the center. We will probably still use this for another part of the card. And then the next thing I did was I cut out the Nor die. And oh, to tell you, this is just plain cardstock that's brown. I use the Coordinations paper for this because I really like to sand it and get that dimension. look to it, and plus I want to give it a little bit more of a steampunk look. So my next step would be to put the glue pen all over the edge of this and put that around the window inside of my card. Oh, yeah. And then I've also found a sentiment, and the sentiment I found, as I'm putting glue on this, is from Lily of the Valley. I love their sentiments. They have the most awesome sentiments, and I use them a lot, if I use sentiments at all, on my cards, because I just love what they say. So anyway, so there's our window and our framed window using the glue pen. I always have to push that down a couple of times. So that's that. Then here is the sentiment that I'm going to be using. Oh, and I also used some more of Sherri Baldy's paper. This paper was a scrap I have made, as you've already seen in my other videos. This is a scrap that was left over from one of my other videos. And I popped out of that. It's going to go right in the center. Just like that. Okay. And the reason why, again, I gave these little bit of creases on the side is so that it gives me a little bit of that dimension, you know, from this being popped up. Plus, I'm going to be putting things on each side of these flaps. So that's how far we've gotten so far. And oh, I also distressed the edges using my distressing tool. So next step, I'm going to get the flaps done and the outside done, and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, I'm going to show you what I have accomplished so far. I have put paper on, matted it on the front, and I've also used that little square that I told you that was a cutout, and I matted that. I also cut out the die that is the all the wheels, the cogs, and I also added to some of them. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should lift it up. I also added some brads. This one worked because it was a smaller brad, so you can't see the spokes behind it. However, this one right here, you could see the spokes. So what I did is I just lined it up with those lines, and so you cannot see it. So that one's kind of cool. I really, really love this die. So the inside, I started on this side, and I added, this is again, all of this is Sherri Baldy's paper. She also has tags that comes with the paper, and this one is from the Vintage Romance. And again, this is the die I showed you earlier, and again, I sanded it to make it look a little bit old. It actually will slide in and out of this pocket, so you can write anything on it that you want to. And this is the other paper that was also on the front, the bottom part of it, that I went ahead and used for the pocket. Then on this side, which doesn't have anything at the moment, I had an aha moment, and when I die cutted the clock, I was looking for something that I could put underneath it besides what was already on there. And my aha moment was this piece of paper I just happened to have left from Sherri Baldy's paper, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Usually, you know, clocks have a name by who, you know, by who made the clock, and it's usually inside of it. So this is going to line up perfectly with that, and I'm going to have that. So I know it's not a big deal, but to me it was like, aha. So I love those aha moments. It will also have the hands in the center, and I'll attach that to the side that I just showed you that didn't have anything. That will be going up here. I'm going to be doing more embellishments and things like that yet to this card, but I wanted to show you how far I got. Usually this, I kind of like do a card in 3 steps. I do the base of a card, I start adding the elements, the paper, and then the third one is my embellishments. And then I also put the image on. And I did cut my image out, super cute. And what I did for this one, and I think you can see it there, is I use, you can use glossy accents, but I've been using the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, and it dries faster. And so I put that on the monocle that is on his eye, and then I also put some, let's see if you can see it. I also put some up at the top. You can see I put some there too. And then I also use, I know people use this other stuff, Wink and Stella. I don't have that. I have purchased extreme glitter paint, and I love it because obviously it's a big bottle and it will last me probably forever, and until it dries out. And I put that, if you can see it, let's see if I can get that up there. I put that on the wing, and so I'll probably embellish or put more things on the bear once I get him on the card. My intention for this is once this closes up, my bear is going to be sitting right here, and like I said, I'm going to be adding more things to the card, but that's the basic concept of what I'm making so far. So I'll share with you what I have left. Thank you. Here's my last stage and what I have done to continue to decorate my card. And I do have my bear put on my card, as I said, and I have added more of the cogwheels from that small die from the memory box. And this right here is from Tim Holtz. It's just a clip chain, and I added one of his little embellishments to the end. It says thoughts, and it goes with my sentiment that I'm using from Lily of the Valley. These tags are also from Sherri Baldy's paper line. She has tags that you can cut out. I also stamped on top of her paper, just use a stamp that looked like a postage type marking stamp. Then inside, I just added a little bit of bling right there to that pocket. And then here is my finished clock and what it looks like. I'm really excited about that. It looks beautiful with Sherri Baldy's paper. And then I added a little bit more bling right there. So that's my gatefold card. And I added a little bit of cogwheels here and a little bit of metal brads, or not brads, but they're just stickers onto the card there. So there you have it. This is the finished gatefold card. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you have enjoyed. And again, I will put the links to my Bestie bear below so that you can go ahead and make this one yourself. Have a great day.